How we doing? Um, my name is Abe Selby. I'm a freshman at Roberts this semester at this fine institution. Um, Speaking of fake news, I'm kidding. I swear I'm joking. Okay. Um, so you might have seen me around campus. I'm part of the Roberts Chorale and the community orchestra. Yeah. um, I take classes here. I eat food at Garlock. Um, I don't know if y'all were at the fashion show last night, but I was in that. Yeah. Um, so I've been trying to be more like fashionable this semester. So I don't know if y'all see me in my like winter coat. So it's got this like blue at the top, and then it goes into like a different kind of blue in the middle, and then it like fades into this really cool other shade of like blue at the bottom. I think it's pretty fashionable. I don't know. But anyways, I want to tell you a little bit about myself. I'm not actually from the Rochester area. I'm from Northeast Pennsylvania. Uh, yeah. Anyone else from Pennsylvania actually out here? Yeah? Jeez. I did not I did not know the mental health was that bad out here. Dang. Anyway, it's a pretty interesting place. So, my area's top three exports are agriculture. There's like a lot of farming out there. We got anthracite coal for number two. The mining industry is still like really big. And number three is potholes, actually, because nobody really cares about anything. Another statistic of our area is our TPC. And my area's TPC is 4.7, which is like really, really bad. Now the TPC is a new metric they had to invent for us. It actually stands for teeth per capita. Um, we only have 4.7 teeth per capita. Yeah, that's bad. So you can see the place I grew up in was pretty like out there. I mean, like it was so out there that my elementary school mascot was a tow truck. I'm not even kidding. This is true. Like we'd be playing football out there, like against other schools, and they'd say like, "Now make some noise for the Wyalusing Wombats," and the football team would come out and run around, rah rah rah, do their thing, sports muscles, whatever. At our school, it was more like, "Everybody put your hands together for the Weatherly Wreckers," and home team would start coming out and be like, "Oh, there's Mater the tow truck." It's kind of embarrassing. Anyways, so I got a family in Pennsylvania. I got a brother and a sister. My brother Callan specifically is a really lively person. He's very competitive, but he's also really bullheaded. So I did look up the definition for bullheaded, and it's determined in an obstinate and unthinking way, which is exactly what my brother is. We were on a skiing trip the one time, and we were having a good time. But on the third day or so, Callan was getting bored. So he said, "Abe, you're slow, and I'm a better skier than you." I know. So whoever skis down this hill and touches that fence at the bottom first is the better skier. Sure. He shouldn't have done that. Firstly, because he was a bad skier, and secondly, because guys, see, I wasn't slow, and that was just really mean of him to say. I'm over it now, it's okay. So we went up to the top of the hill, we counted off, nothing out of the ordinary happened. That's a foreshadowing, by the way, because it immediately became apparent that it had been a while since we'd been skiing, and by we, I mean, it had been a while since Callan had been skiing. So when you're skiing and you want to stop skiing, there's two ways that people generally try to do this. The first way, aka the good way, is the skid. You like put your skis to the side of you and you try to like go like that. You quickly stop. The second way is called the pizza, where your skis are in front of you. You kind of drag to a stop. It's like the first way that people usually learn. So you'd use this method if you're trying to be like a 5-year-old, basically. if that makes sense. So basically what happened, after we started off, I came down the hill, I cut around a few people, I skidded to a stop, and I touched the fence. No big deal. And I won, by the way, because I was first. I'm not slow, just so you know. But that's not what happened in Callan's case. See, if he had done just what I did, he would have been fine. Well, okay, to give him credit, he did do exactly what I did, but there was one crucial difference. See, Callan never learned to skid. So I was chilling at the fence. I was waiting for my brother, because I wasn't slow. And I turned around, and there was my brother barreling down the hill. He narrowly avoided knocking this old lady over before coming right towards this fence. He started pizza-ing as hard as he possibly could. He crashed into this fence. He went over the fence. He glided slowly through the air. He landed on the ground, and in this whole process, dislocated his knee. Yeah. What was that definition again? Bullheaded, determined in an obstinate and unthinking way. So anyways, when I'm home, I work at a grocery store, and I work with some people. One of these people's names is Melody, and she's a nice girl, but she's really interesting because she's kind of like an NPC. They're characters in video games not controlled by real people. The main characteristic of an NPC is that they're not people. And after a little analysis, I think I'm willing to say she's not a person either. Bear with me, and you'll agree. So Melody took a really long time to learn my name, and each time she saw me, her response was like really similar. It was like we just met for the first time, but every time. So every week I'd come into work, she'd be like very polite, she'd introduce herself, she'd say, "Hello, I'm Melody, what's your name?" And I'd say, "My name is Abe, nice to meet you." And she'd say, "Oh, hello, Abe," and the next week we'd do the same thing. She'd introduce herself, "Hello, I'm Melody, what's your name?" And I'd say, my name is Abe. And we'd work together in harmony until the next week when she'd say, "Hello, I'm Melody, what's your name?" And I'd say, "I'm searching for the ring of Asgard, can you help me find it?" And she'd say, "Oh, so you're that weary traveler everyone across town has been talking about. Come right with me, I've got just the thing for you." But then I wouldn't go right that way. I'd turn around, and I'd go and find her again. And she'd say, "Hello, I'm Melody. What's your name?" I don't know, man. Do you see what I have to go through every week? It's not easy. I'm just looking for this ring, man. Anyways, that's all I got for you all. Thank you so much for your time. Enjoy the rest of your show. Have a lovely evening.